Welcome, everybody, to the Heavy Metal Noise channel. I am your host, the Heavy Metal One himself. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday. Got a few things I'd like to dive into with you today. If you're interested, stick around. Hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. I am a tiny little channel. If we could help spread the word, it would desperately help me a ton with the YouTube algorithms, which every single one of you have heard me say in the past and on other channels. How much we love these algorithms just to try and spread the word. I remind you, I am not making any money on this. It is not monetary driven. I am merely here to try and help a person get the word out, to learn, to educate, so on and so forth. With that being said, we will dive into this while I drink my morning little coffee. Well, I guess it'd be somewhat close to noon. I'm a late bloomer. I work at night, so let's do it. What do we got here? You can see we got $1 of two different sorts. Can anyone tell me? Are they the same? What's the similarities? Why are they different? Well, I can tell you. This little guy here, which every one of us has probably in our pockets. And on the sarcastic side, a lot of us maybe not. I know what that's like. It sucks. And before I get going, before too long, I really wanted to give a shout out to all those affected by the evictions that are happening. The CDC, from my understanding, has extended the eviction moratorium for another 60 days in high transmission areas. And so if you fall into that category, I beg of you, please utilize this time to figure out a plan, okay? Do not get stuck holding the bag at the last second where you got a constable or some sort of law enforcement coming and throwing you out with all your things and belongings. Been there, done it. It is quite traumatizing, to say the least, at a younger age. And if you tuned into my last video, I did mention bad things happen to very good people. And I do feel for you, but like I said, big shout out to all those who can utilize this opportunity. Please do something. Reach out to your state. The funds are there. Reach out to your representatives. Whatever the case may be, you got to do something. Don't just sit around and hoping that this thing is going to go away. Because all of this, the forbearances and the moratoriums, have to end eventually. And so, with that being said, we'll move on. Just wanted to get that out there. All those affected, my condolences are out to you. My heart desperately really goes out to all those affected. I wish you the very best because I know what you're feeling. Okay. So, like I said, we got $1 here. And we got $1 here. So, why are they different? Sure, one's metal, one's paper. That's easy enough to see. But I'll tell you, what does this guy do for you these days? Let's just simplify it. I'm not going to dive into messing with people's brains. Give me your answers, this and that, yada yada. I go to the grocery store today. I might be lucky if I can get a candy bar with this. Maybe. Depending on what I get. Kid size, This guy here, we all know, the American Silver Eagle, I guess she. The most recognized coin in the world. Silver bullion coin. Denominated in, you guessed it, $1. Okay? Depending on where you look. I'm going to go with a median. I'm not going to go with a high price, the highest I've seen, or anything. Just a median on the vast majority of dealers, eBay, independent sellers. This guy right here, you're looking at value of at least $40. 40 of these paper guys. Why? They're the same thing, right? Well, why'd you tune into this station? Silver. That's all there is to be said about that. This won't buy me fumes for my gas tank. I can almost get a full tank of gas off of this one guy here. Actually, for the car that I drive, this would get me one full tank of gas. Yeah. So, why do we do what we do? This has real value. This guy, I can use it for tinder to keep me warm to start a fire. I mean, yeah, you do need it for now. We have to have it in the short term. You got to pay your bills. You got to do your grocery shopping. And maybe where you're at, just maybe where you're at, they accept stuff like this, not for the face value. Perhaps the content of what it is made of. So, that's the difference. I'm sure you all knew that. I'm not trying to make anyone feel stupid, but for new stackers, believe it or not, and there's nothing wrong with it, you're trying to educate yourself. I also wanted to know at one time. Learning starts with step one. What's the difference? So there you go. There you have it. Moving on. Now we got that out of the way. We'll leave her there. Who the heck needs this Tinder? To a different subject. I want to give a brief shout out to a story that I watched this morning to Silver Slayer. He's got some really good content. He puts a lot of work into his channel. I've learned, quite a few things, different views, and his article that he put out there today. He left a link in his video. It's the latest one that he put out today. Gold on borrowed time, more or less, or not gold. I'm sorry. Silver gives a forecast on all the commodities of like silver, zinc, gold, oil, gas, things like that. The forecast of how long we got left. And it was really a good channel. Like I said, I just want to give him a shout out. I'm going to take a tiny piece of the page out of his video today. So I just wanted to give him credit for that. This is just a spin-off. They saying silver on what he was saying in his videos, we got until about 2030, maybe a little bit past that, till silver runs out. Maybe. I mean, it's speculative. It's a forecast. I'm not saying that it's 100% correct. It is merely an article. You can go read if you go tune into his channel. He left a link in this description. So I just wanted to touch on that. Another reason why, in reinstituting, why we have to be getting this. As he said in his video, what's it going to do in 10 years? What's the value that's going to be then? 100 years. I mean, the sky's the limit, They are going to have to come up with some sort of magical invention to replace this once it's gone. Or, the only thing I could come up with is they're going to have to pay so much to these construction workers, the mining crews, to dig more and more to keep up with the demand. And I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to tie their hands behind their back, the powers that be, that they're going to have to let the price go on this. Because you're going to have to pay the people to do it. And the demand is going to be so strong. Who knows? It's all speculation. But this forecast that Silver Slayer throws in his video says until about 2030-ish. So go check that out. And you're wondering why, maybe. What are these two guys? Well, they're gold. It's the only gold I own. I've said it in the past, not very long ago, that I wanted to go more into gold. But, as time goes on, I'm not so sure. I don't have anything against gold or those who stack gold. It's a monetary preservation of your wealth. Absolutely. And so, the only thing, my argument with, and it's not even an argument, it's just another side of the world, I guess, or the spectrum, with silver going to be really, really running dry, and it really already is in short supply. The powers that be can't hold this very much longer, and I know you've heard that from a million different people. I'm not going to sit here and pump this. You don't have to stack. I don't care whether you stack or not. I'm merely a guy with a microphone, a camera, and talking out loud, hoping that someone will adhere advice, or, an opinion. How's that? I am not a financial advisor. This doesn't have a tenth of the uses this has. If you notice, countries around the world stockpile this. What are they using it for? It's not industrial uses. You're not going to get iPhones and Samsungs. Androids, how's that? Based on this. It is required with this. Your EVs, your solar panels. Medical uses. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of colloidal silver. Very, very good immune system booster. Expensive, but you can make it yourself. I highly suggest you look into that. A little side note, if you do decide to check into colloidal silver, follow the directions. You ingest too much of it, you'll turn blue. It's not a myth. I swear, it's not a myth. No, it didn't happen to me, but I heard rumors about it, and then I looked into it, and it's a real thing. So anyways, this sits. The point being, the difference between, for me, why I'm not going harder on gold. This does nothing but sit around. For the big, wealthy people, okay, great. You have a bunch of gold. Well, what are you going to do with that gold if you have nothing to use it on? You don't have Android, you don't have vehicles, because it all requires this. Your TVs, even. Almost anything you look at in your household on your day-to-day, daily basis requires silver to make and or use. Even with this phone. Yeah, I'm using a phone to make this video. I wouldn't be able to do it without this stuff. So, just another one of those reasons why I try to pound the table, just to barely maybe get the word out there, to make a ripple in the water of why this is important. Because this is also money. This is money, not just this. This used to be recognized in all of our money, for those of you who are not very old, till President Nixon took it off. Took all of our monetary standards out of gold and silver. Pre-1965 coins, if you can find them, it's called junk silver. It has silver. It was backed by precious metals. Hence why you'll see most stacking channels say real silver is real money. Gold is real money. So, maybe you've heard a lot of this, maybe you haven't. But these were a few points I wanted to touch on today. A simple video, but hopefully it was useful for you guys. I do have some products coming in the mail throughout the, different times of the month. I picked up about 6 more coins yesterday that is going to be mailed to me. It's going to be a little bit. If I can take my foot off the gas, I would like to just stop for a minute and get them all in one big bundle and do a nice big unboxing for you. And that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm expecting, 3-4 different shipments in. And if I can get them in at a decent time, I will unbox those for you and show you what I've been up to. Alright? Hey everybody, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, it helps me out. Leave a comment below. Give me your thoughts, give me your ideas, suggestions. Make sure you're being polite. This is not a political station. This is merely, I'm here for you. I'm here for my next door neighbor. I'm here for anyone that wants to learn and to help spread the word to a person who doesn't know. So, I'm going to get on out of here, get my day rocking. And I wish you all the best. Take care of yourselves today. Be safe. And let's go have a great day, alright? Thanks again for tuning in. Heavy Metal Noise, signing off. Later.